Right, welcome back to another game of Play Action Football. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of this game. And in this game, we have a matchup, a college football matchup using Play Action Football. And this is Ole Miss at Alabama from 2023. Right now, we're starting the second half. First half, Alabama scored a touchdown in the first quarter. And Ole Miss came back with 10 points in the second quarter. Alabama kicked a field goal, and we are tied at 10 as we start the second half. Ole Miss received the ball in the first, and so Alabama is going to receive the kickoff here in the second half, and let's get going. So the kickoff is going to be 66 yards, so it's 1 yard deep in the end zone, and we will run that back. 6 is going to be 25 plus 3. So 28 yards minus 1 is 27. And that's going to be where we start first and 10. Both teams using the run-heavy offense. And not a ton of offense here. Actually, pretty good defense for the most part. So first down and 10. This is going to be an outside run to base. Both teams running a 3-4 defense. So, and neither team has any sort of advantage. They're a 0. So, Ole Miss is a 1 on offense. Alabama is a -1. Ole Miss, Ole Miss is a 1 on offense and a -1. That's a 0. And Alabama is a 0 to a 0. So we have an outside run to the base. So it's going to be no advantage. So 17 on an outside run. D6 plus 7 is good for 8 yards. And that brings up second down and 2. Second down play inside to the base. That's a +1 advantage for the offense. So 14 is 2 D6s. That's good for 9 more yards. So 10, 9. And that'll be first and 10 for the Alabama offense. Good start to the drive coming out of the half. And this will be another inside run to a blitz. That's a 0. So 6. And that's a gain of just 1 yard, but we have a chance for a penalty here. It'll be an offensive pre-snap penalty. And that's going to be a delay of game. So that's going to be -5 yards. We'll replay the down. Short pass to a base defense. That's a -1, so 10 on the short pass. D6 plus 2, so that's just 4 yards on the gain, takes it out to the 43. That's going to bring up second down and 11. Second down play, this is an inside run to the nickel defense. So a +1 advantage to the offense. That's a 14. 2 D6s again. This time good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up third down and 1 for the Crimson Tide. Third down play, medium pass against a base defense is a -2. So good defense here called. That'll be an 11 on a medium pass, and they get it for 11 yards. And they'll spot the ball at the 36 of Ole Miss as the Crimson Tide go over into enemy territory. Outside run to a base. I'm not keeping any individual stats, by the way. Outside run to a base is a 0. So 6 on an outside run is a 0 yard gain. Brings up second down and 10. And this will be an inside run to the nickel. So that's a +1. 10 on the inside run, D6 plus 1 is just 3 yards on the carry. That'll bring up third down and 7 for Alabama. Third down play, this is a short pass against the base defense. That's a -1. That means it's a 4 on a short pass. That's going to be a quarterback hurry. 10 is intentional grounding. So that's going to be intentional grounding as a minus 10 yards, and a loss of down. So we're going to have, that bumps them effectively out of field goal range. So we're going to get a punt here. So this is a killer penalty. We're going to use the coffin corner punt. And that ball goes out of bounds at the 20. So that's where Ole Miss will take over 1st and 10. So promising drive ended in disaster for Alabama. So we've got 1st and 10 from the 20 for Ole Miss. Again, they're running out of the run-heavy offense as well. We're tied at 10, and we have 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third. First drive of the second half for Ole Miss. The inside run against the blitz is a 0. So 5 on an inside run. They get stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Second down play is an outside run against the nickel. That's a +2, so a pretty good call there. And 12 + 2 is 14, so 2 D6s. Yeah, it's good for 9 yards. That'll spot the ball at the 29. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Ole Miss. Draw play on 3rd down against the base. That's a +2. So we have a 16 becomes an 18 on a draw. Is D10 + 13. So that's going to be good for 16 yards. 10, and then 6 is out to the 45. So 1st and 10 for Ole Miss as they spread them out and run the draw on 3rd and 1. First down play, this is going to be an outside run to a blitz. That's a -1. So basically take this away. A 6 on an outside run is no yards, so the blitz gets to them and they're able to make the stop on 1st down. Second down play is a medium pass against a base. That's a -2. 12 - 2 is 10. 10 on a medium pass is incomplete. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Ole Miss, in danger of stalling out at midfield. They're going to take a deep shot here against the base blitz. So deep against the blitz is a -1. 15 becomes a 14. 14 on a deep ball. D10 + 18 as they connect for 24 yards. So 10, 20, and 4. And that'll bring up 1st down. So nice play on 3rd and long to get a deep gain down the middle. 1st and 10 from the Alabama 31. This will be a short pass against the base. That's a -1. So 16 on the short pass is good for 9 yards. That'll take it down to the 22. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for Ole Miss. Ole Miss looking to take the lead here in the 3rd quarter. It's a 2nd down play, so outside run to the base is a 0. So 16 on an outside run. D6 + 6. Oh, that's a big gainer. Takes it down to the 10. And it will be 1st and goal from the 10. So we get our goal to go defense here, or offense. So 1st and goal from the 10. This will be an inside run against the goal line defense. That's a -2. So basically take this away. A 4 on an inside run is no yards. And they get stuffed right up the middle. That's going to bring up 2nd down and goal from the 10. Short pass against a goal line defense is a 0. So 18 on the short pass. That's a good roll. D10 + 6. And that's going to be good for 12 yards. And that's good. Good catch. And they take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Ole Miss is a 1-99 for their extra points. It's a 75. So Ole Miss stuffs it in here in the 3rd quarter. They take a 17-10 lead over the Crimson Tide. Let's call that. So Ole Miss with the kickoff. That's going to be a touchback. So Alabama starts 1st and 10 from their own 25. Alabama wound up number 4, 12-1 in the SEC. Ole Miss 10-2 in the SEC. This game was actually played, I think Alabama won 30, 34, 14, something like that. So we'll see if they have a little comeback in them here. This is a screen on first down against the base defense, and that's a -1. Basically a 7. 7 on a screen is going to be good for 1 yard, but a chance for a penalty here. And the penalty is on the offense pre-snap, and that'll be an illegal motion. So that play will be -5 yards. And it'll be 1st and 15. So first down and long. This is an outside run to a nickel blitz. So that'll be a +1 to the offense. 16 on an outside run is D6 +6. So that's good for 7 yards. That gets a good chunk of the yardage back. That'll be 2nd down and 8. Second down play. This is an inside run to a nickel defense. So +1. 9 on an inside run is 3 yards. And that's going to leave a 3rd down and medium. So 3rd down and 5 from their own 30. Let's see if Alabama can pick it up. 3rd down play. This will be a draw play against the blitz. So pretty good call. That's a +2. 11 + 2 is 13 on the draw. D6 +5. So guaranteed to get the first down here. They get 10. And that's going to pick up the first down. So 1st and 10, Alabama from their own 40 after that 10-yard gain on 3rd and 5. This is a screen pass to a base. That'll be a -1. So 10 on the screen is D6 +1. Just 3 yards on the gain. Ball spotted at the 43. We got 3.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Alabama down a touchdown and looking to put some points on the board here. It's 2nd and 7. Outside run to a blitz is a -1. So 10 on the outside run. D6 +1, just 3 more yards. And it's a little bit of 3 yards in a cloud of dust here for Alabama on this set of downs. So 3rd down and 4. They're going to run the draw again, see if they can go back to it. This time against the nickel. It's a +1. 14 becomes 15 on the draw. D10 +7, so they're going to pick up the first down, maybe a lot more. That's a 6. So D10 +7 is 13 yards, 10 and 13. And that takes the ball across midfield into Ole Miss territory. And it'll be 1st down and 10 from the Ole Miss 41. Inside run against the blitz is a 0. So 14 is 2 D6s together. So that's 7 yards on the gain. And that will take the ball to the 34. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Crimson Tide. Inside run to a nickel. That's a +1. So 8 on the inside run is good for 6 yards, and that'll be a 1st down pickup as the ball is going to be spotted at the 28 of Ole Miss, 1st and 10. This is an inside run to a blitz, so a 0. Normally a good call against the 3-4, but the blitz evens things up. So an 11 on an inside run is for the D10. And that's a big gainer for 9 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 1. We have 1 minute left here in the 3rd. And it's 2nd down and 1. Outside run against the base defense is a 0. So 6 on an outside run is good for no yards. So the Ole Miss defense gets a big stop there. On 2nd down and 1, it's 3rd and 1. And let's see if they can hold. Medium pass against the base defense is a -2. So 5 - 2 is 3. 3 on a medium pass, that is going to be a pick, and that is the ultimate hold. The pickoff on a medium pass is 5 yards plus a D10. So 9 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage. So that's 9 yards downfield, right? So that's where the pickup is. At the 10 is where the interception ends, and that's going to take us all the way to the end of the quarter. That's the last play of the third. So fourth quarter starts. Alabama shut out in the third. First quarter they've been shut out, but they're down 17-10. They just threw a pick inside the red zone, and a couple of bad series last couple times for the Crimson Tide. Ole Miss with the ball, up by 7, and one more quarter to victory. So 1st and 10, this will be a short pass against a blitz, and that's a 0. So 17 on the short pass. D10 plus 5, that's good for 9 yards, and that'll spot the ball at the 19, and it'll be 2nd down and 1. 2nd down play, this is an inside run against the blitz, so that's a 0. 9, that's good for 3 yards. That'll be enough for a pickup of 1st down. The 1st down will be spotted at the 22, or the ball will be spotted. So 1st and 10 from their own 22. Ole Miss stuns this hometown Crimson Tide crowd. Alabama trying to get their guys back into it. This is it's an outside run to a base. So 0 advantage. D6 plus 7. And that's going to be good for 12 yards. Huge pickup there, as they go straight to a 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 34 for Ole Miss. Inside run again, this time against the blitz. That's going to be a 0. 10 on an inside run is D6 plus 1. So good for 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for Mississippi. 2nd down play, this is an inside run against the blitz. Again, another 0. 12 is good for 5 more yards, and that will actually take it out to the 44. We're going to throw a challenge on that. I believe each team gets a challenge. So we're going to have a coach's challenge. If the offensive team gets right to the amount needed for a 1st down, you can challenge the spot on the field, the spot of the call, I guess. And if the ball is overturned, they'll wind up at 1 yard short. If it's upheld, it'll remain a 1st down. So let's see what happens. Challenge is coming from the defense. So let's just use their die. You can see a 1 or 2, 9 or 10. It'll be overturned. Ho, 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 ho. And after further review, they say that his knee was down before the ball crossed the spot for the 1st down. And so that's going to be 3rd down, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 1. So the challenge is used, but it's upheld. No timeouts are charged. I don't remember if they have 2 timeouts or 2 challenges in college football. I know that the NFL has 2. So I'll just cap it at 1, just kind of because I don't know. So 3rd down and 1. This is a short pass against a base defense. That's a -1. 12 becomes an 11. 11 on a short pass. That's going to be a connection for 6 yards. And Ole Miss overcomes the play being overturned, and they pick up the 1st down anyway. So 1st and 10 from the Ole Miss 49. Short pass here against a blitz, and that is a 0. 14 on a short pass is good for 7 yards. And that will be a pickup. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The ball will be spotted at the Crimson Tide 44. Alabama hoping for a stop here. Needing a stop. They're down by a touchdown with 11.5 minutes left in the game. 2nd down play. This is an outside run to a base. So a 0 advantage. 8. That's going to be good for just 2 yards. So they get a little bit closer to bring up another 3rd down and 1. Last time they picked it up on a pass. Let's see what the Ole Miss does here. Third down, this is an outside run. They keep it on the ground against the blitz. That's a -1. And, almost a big play. 20 minus 1 is 19. D6 plus 10. That's going to be a big gainer. That's good for 14. So 10 and 14 takes it down to the 28. That was a big time run, as they found a seam on 3rd and 1 and busted into the backfield. First down and 10 from their Alabama 28. So they're already in field goal range as long as they don't screw it up. Inside run against a base defense is a +1. So 19 becomes a 20. We have a chance for a breakaway here. So 20 on an inside run. Let's figure that out first. So D10 plus 7. That's going to be good for 12 yards. So 10, 12. And let's figure out if there's a breakaway. So we look on our breakaway chart here. If it's a 5 through 10, it's a breakaway. It's a 5, and that's going to add an extra 20 yards. They're at the 16, and that's going to be a big-time run as they score from 28 yards out on a run up the gut. So big-time run there from the Ole Miss offense. Extra point is up and in, and they stretch their lead out to 14. And this one is getting pretty tough for the Crimson Tide to come back. They're going to need to move into a different offense here. We'll say the pass-heavy offense because they just are going to have to start throwing the ball. All right, so the score is 24-10, and Ole Miss is on top on the road at Alabama. A 9 is a 63-yard kickoff, so 60, 1, 2, 3, down to the 2, and the return is 25 plus 1. So 26 yards out to the 28. So that is where the Alabama offense will pick up. They're in the pass-heavy offense now. They got to get down the field and score. So 1st and 10, outside run to a base defense is a 0. So 11 is a 4-yard pickup. Good positive yards on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Second down play. This is a medium pass against a base. -2. So 8 on a medium pass is incomplete. 9 minutes left in the game. Alabama down 2 scores. 3rd down and 6. Medium pass here against the blitz. Medium against the blitz is a -1. They've rolled big here, so 17 on a medium pass. D10 plus 19. So that's 22 yards on the play. So 10, 20, and 2. Let's see if there's a penalty. The penalty is an offensive post-snap penalty. Let's see what that is. A 1. Unnecessary roughness. -15 yards. I can't remember if that's from the spot of the foul. We're going to give them the yardage, and then we're going to take them back 15. So 10, 15. Maybe somebody who is more of a referee can figure that out for me. But I'm going to give them the first down, and they're going to lose 15 yards on the gain. So they picked up a first down. They go back 15 on the unsportsmanlike conduct or unnecessary roughness. And now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. So that's where I'm going to call that. 1st and 10. This will be a deep ball against a base blitz. So that's a -1. 5, basically a 4. 4 on a deep ball, that's going to be a pick. And that is the danger of throwing it deep. The interception on a deep pass, 30 yards plus the D10. That's where the ball will be spotted. So 32 yards down the field. 10, 20, 30. 1, 2. And that is interception, I believe, interception number 3 on the day for the Alabama offense. And that will be 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. And barring some miracle, Ole Miss is going to take this one home, I think. 1st and 10, an outside run to a base blitz is a -1. 9 on an outside run is good for 1 yard. The ball spotted at 30. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Ole Miss. Inside run against the blitz. That's a 0. So a 9, just 3 yards on the run. As the Alabama defense bowing up a little bit here. See if they can get the ball back. 3rd down, this is a deep shot against a base blitz. So that's a -1. 8 becomes a 7, and that's going to turn into a quarterback hurry. On a 3, that's just an incompletion. So the Alabama defense does their job. Sets up 4th down and 6. And we're going to get a punt from Ole Miss. The punt is 40 yards, 10, 20, 30, 40. Down to the 27. The return is a fair catch. So Bama takes over at their own 27. Put them back in that pass offense. I know you run the risk. You run the risk of more interceptions, but they got to get the ball down the field. They're also going to be in the 2-minute offense, so every play 15 seconds. And it'll be 1st and 10. Outside run to a blitz is a -1. 12 on an outside run. D6 plus 2 is 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6. 6:15 left in the game. They're hoping to hit on a big pass somewhere along here. 2nd down, a short pass against a blitz is a 0. So 11 on a short pass, good for 6 yards. And that's going to take them to a 1st down. 6 minutes left in the game as they run up to the line of scrimmage to get another playoff. Outside run again to the nickel. That gives them a +2 advantage. 10 on the outside run. 2 plus 1 is 3. That takes it out to the 40. 2nd down and 7 for the Crimson Tide. Short pass here against the base. It's a -1 advantage to the defense. So 6 on a short pass is a pass deflection. That's going to be an incompletion. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for Alabama, obviously in 4-down territory here. Deep ball here against the dime defense. That's no good. So that's going to be a -3. So basically take that away. A 6 on a deep pass is a quarterback hurry. A 6 on a quarterback hurry is a pass breakup. So good defense there from Ole Miss. And play of the game here. 4th down and 7 from their own 40-yard line. Alabama needs this one. 4th and 7. This is a screen pass against the base defense. That's a -1 advantage to the defense. So 15 becomes 14. 14 on a screen is only 6 yards, and they come up 1 yard short. It's a killer if you're a Bama fan. And so we're going to have 1st and 10 with just 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. Alabama does have all of their timeouts, so they'll be using these for sure. And let's bring up the run-heavy offense. So Alabama can't quite get the breaks they need. Couple of stops here. 1 on 4th down and 1 an interception. And they're going to have to start using their timeouts. 1st and 10. This is a short pass against a base defense. Not sure about this call, as that's going to be a -1 advantage to the defense. 8 on a short pass, that's incomplete, and what a boneheaded call. Not sure what they were thinking there. Saved Alabama a timeout. And second down play, this is another short pass against the nickel. That's a 0 at least advantage. 7 on the short pass is incomplete. Chance for a penalty on the play. No penalty. And so 2 incompletions has basically given the Crimson Tide extra timeouts here. Not sure about the play calling. A draw play, they finally run the ball, and draw against the base is a +2. So when they do, they made it count. So 14 on the draw, D6 +8, and that's going to be good for 11 yards. So the coach redeems himself there with an 11-yard gain, and Alabama is going to have to take first time out of the second half. So 1st and 10, they're at the Alabama 35. Screen pass against the blitz is a -1. Screen pass against the blitz is a -1, so 13 on the screen is good for D6 +3, 4 yards on the gain, and that'll bring up second down and 6. Alabama takes another timeout. See if they can get a stop. This is an outside run against the blitz, so a -1 to the defense. 13 on an outside run, D6 +D6, but we also have a penalty opportunity here, so 4. And is there a penalty? There's no penalty, so 4-yard gain. That'll put the ball at the Alabama 27. Alabama takes their final timeout. They can't stop the clock anymore. And this is a big play, 3rd down and 2. Medium pass, so they draw it back and they throw the ball against the blitz. That's a -2. So an 11 on a medium pass. Oh, and that's going to seal the game right there, as the Alabama offense or defense cannot stop the clock anymore. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Screen pass against a blitz is a -1 to the defense. So 10 on the screen is D6 +1, just 3 yards. A little wide receiver screen brings up second down and 7 with 3:15 left in the game. Ole Miss with a 14-point lead, and this one all but done as everyone heads to the exits. Second down play, inside run against the base is a +1 to the offense. 5 yards on the inside run, and that will bring up a 3rd down and 2. 3rd down play is a short pass against the base blitz, so a 0. 11 on a short pass is good for 6 yards, and that completion takes the ball down to the 2. With 2:15 left, it's 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Outside run to a blitz is a -1. So 6 becomes a 5, and that's good for no yards as they stop them on 1st down. 1:45 left in this one. 2nd down and goal from the 2. This will be an outside run against the base blitz. That's a -1. 11 on an outside run is good for 4 yards, and that's going to be a touchdown for Ole Miss with the extra point good. So Ole Miss so far has outscored Alabama 21-0 in the second half, and they have taken a commanding lead here. It's 31-10, almost the reverse score of what the actual score was. Alabama will receive the kickoff, and kickoff is going to be a touchback. So Alabama takes over 1st and 10. At this point, I'm just going to put them into the balanced offense. Try to keep them from throwing another pick. All right, so 1st and 10. This is a short pass against the base, -1 to the defense. So 13 on a short pass is D6 plus 4. That's good for 5 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Again, they're going to hurry it up. They don't have any timeouts left. So 2nd down play. This is a medium pass against the base, a -2 to the defense. 5 minus 2 is 3 on a medium pass. And when you know, they throw another pick. And this time it will be the line of scrimmage plus 4. So the line of scrimmage is the 30. So out to the 34. And Ole Miss will go out. They'll take a knee, and that's one more. And that is all she wrote. As Ole Miss takes care of Alabama by a score of 31-10. And you can see here. You can see our final score, I guess. So keeping some of these were other games, but here you can see it was 10-10 at the half and 21-0. Ole Miss with a huge upset over Alabama as they win this one 31-10. Several Alabama turnovers. I think they had 3 interceptions in the game from Milroe, who was playing in his first season, I believe, last year, and had some issues along the way. Had some great games, but had some issues at times too. So Ole Miss comes up big in this one. This is played with play action football. The NCAA version I'm still just testing, and you can see here I've got, I don't know if I got all those here. These are the pro teams. So you can see here, these are from 2023. So you can buy the NFL version right now, and you'll get the play results here that you use for the NFL. And I've also got college teams somewhere in here. There they go. So I have these college teams too. You can see here I've been doing the top 25. So trying to put all those together is Missouri, if you live in Missouri. Penn State. This is Michigan, of course, the winners of the national championship. I played that game with Washington. So you can see here their pass to rush ratios, their kicking game, and then you have all of the starters here on offense and defense. And then if you are playing with statistics, and you can see, you know, who ran the ball, who caught the pass, who made the sack, or who got the interception. So those things are on the cards. If you want to learn how to play action football, I've got a tutorial series, a really in-depth tutorial series on this channel. If you go to the playlist, there's a playlist with play action football, and it shows you how to play with the NFL teams, but it's exactly the same. You can see there's all the same thing. You have a little bit of difference here because in the pro game, the field goals percentages are broken out by different yardages. In college football, you just don't have that granularity. So it's not going to make itself into the game, or make its way into the game. So that is how that one will work. If you want to purchase the NFL version, and I've got other demo games and stuff like that, with the NFL version, you can go to clarkaddisongaming.com. If you click the big green button, you're on the desktop, click the big green button that says Shop All Games, and then down the left side you can filter it by play action football. We have 1985, 1991, 2007, and 2023. So those are the seasons that are available right now. And there's also a demo in there that you can download for free. That's the last 4 teams from 2023. So you get the AFC Championship and NFC Championship teams, and you can play that out. You get everything you need. Those have been updated. There used to be a much larger card for the teams, but I've kind of compressed that down to these smaller cards that fit 4 to a page, you can see here. And so, and then I have just the one play results chart, and then all of the sort of the advantage and the disadvantage comes straight off of the team cards. So basically, you look at the offense of one team and the defense of the other. You add those together, so this becomes a 0. You have an offense here and a defense here, 0 and a 0, that becomes a 0. And then that's their sort of advantage on every single play. So it's how we separate out the good teams from the mediocre teams from the bad teams. And with the college version, I've taken the top 25 and I basically created a league, so to speak. So all of these are relative to the top 25. So you might be like, well, I don't know that Alabama's offense is really a 0, but 0 is the worst you can have. That means you have no advantage. 1+1 is basically average. Average to a below average, so a little bit above average or a little bit below average. And then 0 is quite a bit below average. And then +2 is above average, a little above average. +3 is superstar. So 2 is somewhere between average and unbelievable. So +3 is like the Patriots from 2007 in their 16-0 season. That's Tom Brady to Randy Moss every other play. So there aren't many teams that wind up with a +3. And I think, who was it? Notre Dame had a -3 on defense. So a -3 is equivalent to a +3 on offense. So very, very stingy against the average. And so basically I take the average and then, where does the team rank against the average of that cohort? And I use the top 25 as a cohort. So just like I do in the NFL, all the NFL teams are their own cohort, and then I judge each of the teams based off of their performances against the average in the league. So I basically did that here instead of taking them against the entire cohort of the NFL or the college football, because I'm only putting them together as the top 25. So there's that. It's a little bit more difficult to find the rosters. That's really the part that slows everything down, is trying to find rosters for the college football teams. In the NFL, on Pro Football Reference, it's a lot easier. On the college football reference page, it's all of the players are there, but they don't list them out as, hey, these are starters and these are not. So that would be awesome if they would do that, but that's not easy to find. So I've kind of hunt and peck around the internet, and hopefully they're, these are all big time programs, so they have media and they have lots of PR and stuff like that. So they do wind up putting out, okay, this is our starting offense. If you look, there's a lot of like preview type articles and things like that come out at the beginning of the season. Hey, these are projected starters. So I kind of mix and match and look at those different things to see, who's starting and that type of thing. So it's a little bit of hunt and peck heather to find that, but I do wind up putting it together, and it's just kind of slow going. I'm on about number 15 or 20 right now. It's kind of stalled out on that a little bit. It's tedious, and so I'm not sure if the college football game is going to make it just because of that. I mean, it's a lot of work to put that together. And if somebody knows of a place where I can find the starters for every college football team, then that would make my life much easier and make this project much more possible, because I really like to play with them. I love the game with play action football, but it's getting all the stats and stuff like that together. And maybe the college game just needs to be a modified version where you just have a smaller card with just the team level stats. I don't know. So we'll just have to check that out. All right. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click on subscribe. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. It's a super easy way to support what we're doing. Thank you to everyone who participated in the Black Friday sale. It was 20% off from Black Friday to Cyber Monday, and hopefully you got good deals on some of the seasons and the games that you wanted. Maybe you got to try something new. Notice that a lot of people have been picking up the Game of Dice Baseball. I have the 79 season, and you can go right now to thegameofdicebaseball.com That's the old website, but it still functions, and you can pick up lots of seasons there. There's more than 20 seasons at that website, but I'm in the process of porting over all those to the new Clark and Addison website. So eventually we'll have a full-scale barrage of the game of Dice Baseball. They're just $7 a piece, and you get a full season. Every player is carded, and the game is really unique. A little bit like this, where there's sort of the average. There's one chart, and then all the cards are the differentiators. So it's really trying to take into account the outliers with sort of a if-then system to try to kind of catch those outliers who are, they're 300 hitters, or they're really bad hitters, or guys who strike out a lot or walk a lot. It tries to catch some of those players and bring in a little bit more statistical realism through sort of it's a play style checking to see, okay, if this is it this? If not, then do this default play. So it's a little bit of that, but not quite as not the same as play, but it's the same concept. Yeah, and you can pick up the pro version. So $20 gets you a whole season. Like I said, 85, 91, 2007, and 2023 are available for this football game. And yeah, I think that's it for now. I don't have a lot of other updates. Just working on a lot of different things. I always have, 5 different things I'm working on. Working on base baseball online. I'm hoping to have that available for the new season, so you'd be able to play. I think you'd be able to play 2024. I'll just have to figure out how that's all going to go. I think really the only thing left, there's just like a few minor cleanup things and getting the players loaded in and in the right places. But the gameplay, it looks really good. There's some surprises in there. So I'm putting a voice narration for the play-by-play. So you can have voiced play-by-play, and that'll just be through the computer, but that'll be in there. And don't have enough money to do full-blown AI voices, but maybe one day can put some better sounding play-by-play in there. But you'll have that. There'll be some crowd noises and some different things like that you can just kind of ambient noise that you can put in there. So a little bit of audio, video. There'll be the ability to play with automated, where you just click and everything happens for you and you just kind of watch the game. Or you'll be able to do sort of a focused or manual mode where you roll the dice either for yourself, or you can roll the dice on the screen, and then you'll be able to actually manipulate the game on the screen and just kind of keep up with things that way. So definitely the manual version will be first, and that literally it shows up the cards on the screen. Don't have a mobile version yet, but it will be playable on desktop first, and it'll be web-based, so you won't have to download anything or keep up with any update anything. Any updates that I do would happen on the back side, and when you refresh the page you would get those updates. So definitely something I've been working on for a very long time. I finally feel like I have a design and it's coming together. It usually stalls out somewhere along the line, and with all those stall outs I learned something just a little bit more about maybe what I want to do or how I want to do certain things. And so the next step is it's always the place where I get caught. It's adding the players in. So if I manually put them into the code, totally easy. I can do everything and make everything work. So I'm always trying to take a different tact. Do I start with the players first and then build the game around that, or do I start with making the game work and then fill in the players later? So it always becomes a little tricky when you have the ability to allow the gamer to choose which players go into the game. So you can do an as played lineup, or you can just choose who you want to go into the lineup. So that becomes the trickier part, because it's an interactivity that just requires a lot of thinking through, what's the best way to switch the lineup, what's the best way to bring in substitutions and that kind of stuff. Super easy on the desktop to do that with the cards. Not quite as easy to do that on the back end in a program. So I will hopefully have that done by the next season, and you'd be able to play 2024. So you could have 2024 where you play with the cards, you could play with the interface online and the cards, or you could just play a game very quickly by going through it online, getting a winner. Obviously you're playing out the whole game, but it would be faster than rolling dice and things like that. So excited for that, and excited for that to kind of come to fruition at some point. And then after that, I think I would just do maybe you get access when you buy the newest season, something like that. Don't have historic seasons, and hopefully you could work that in at some point, but maybe at the beginning while I'm working out the bugs in the interface, just whenever you buy the most recent season, you get that season, and that's the one that you can choose from. So you would just choose from those teams. All right. Leave a comment if you have a comment about this game or about play action football. You have a question, totally open to answer that. If you don't want to put it here, you can email me at clarkandaddisongaming@gmail.com. You can join the Facebook group, which we have a Facebook group. Just go to groups and look up Clark and Addison Gaming, and answer a few questions, agree to the group rules, and we'll let you in. And it's a private group. We're over 100 members at this point in that group, and just put out a poll yesterday about some thoughts that I've been having about different products I'd like to focus on, or maybe try to release, including a printed set of Precision Baseball. I think I'm going to try that in a little bit different way than just print on demand. We'll see how that goes. My family and I made a choice not to do sort of the traditional print and store and ship. So we don't really want to have that in our life right now. So the print and play, or the print on demand, is a really good option for us. You can purchase On Base Baseball Pocket Edition, which is, I don't have one lying next to me, but it's a deck of cards basically that has all the players that you need to play out a full season of On Base Baseball. And it's sort of a mix between the cards that you might buy, or the roster sheets, and the cards and the roster sheets, kind of a mixture of those two things. But you get a physical deck, and it has each team, and it has all of the game engine chart cards. So each column is a separate card for the game engine chart. So that's kind of a fun thing to have, and I really like it because it's super portable. You just throw it in your bag. If you have a little notebook, or pre-print out a score sheet, that's really all you need, and a pen. So I like it a lot, and super portable to take wherever you want to go. I use the online dice roller all the time, and so if you have on the go internet access, you can pull up the online dice roller I created for On Base Baseball, and you can go, like, even if you don't have any space, you could do it on a plane. It's really portable. So it's a very cool option to have, and maybe something you looked into. We have 1980, 1986, and 1991, and 2004 has come. I showed the unboxing video the other day, and so I just needed to proof that and get that out and published, and then 2024 will be ready as well. All right, I think that's enough for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.